like how here everyone's routes line up properly. Oh wait, we can go out, can we? Yeah, okay. The aircraft is still developing, and only people are producing its details. How many use Valentine's powers? There's a chance for exposing the people that had greater than we thought. We must consider its placement very carefully. I wonder if we use the aircraft in the castle itself, it leaves the capital city with less damage to it. I don't know what to pick here. When the team Lord seen on the day you're born, he had in your arm like you were the greatest strength of all the realm. He announced that he'd been blessed with a healthy baby boy. Father. Lord Cyrano, if there's anything they can see your fire back to health, I would be knowing that you have done a splendid job instead. Please continue working hard. The man do not wait to praise his only son for what job well done. Well, that's true. That is true. Spell House folks tell you many of the people have fled here in Wolfort. And refugees from the country crown city also can live our domain. It's not common to hear fights break out between them and people of Wolfort. What should we do, my lord? Let's try to happen to people. To do so, we must regrettably ask for more prominent individuals to leave. As you command, we shall handle the citizens at once. Thank you, but please recall those who are our countrymen. They have fallen hard times and using force to avail us nothing. Please ensure that my household is doing all they can to strike down and ask for us to bring peace to land. Until then, I ask to be patient. Understood, my lord. The leadership returns to us. You can try convincing them. We should destroy the dam. I am about to touch a stone wall. Use your capacity for the castle in South Court of action. This just doesn't listen to the reason. So interesting that you can actually even offer them different options too. But she will not take anything out of she does not like want you to consider the dam. Do you truly think Ron's plan is the best way forward? To avoid guards the castle, there's a chance your plan could result in a prolonged battle.
Surely.
Indeed, Gerald Vora is unlikely to get up so easily with the castle surrounded. As Sora's experience as she is likely would have featured her sleeve, I doubt negotiations with there go smoothly. The battle draws on, people suffer, and maybe will have else to end this fight as smoothly as possible. Thank you. I'm happy to know where you stand. Interesting, you actually try convincing her to go against your plan too.
Yes.
Benny's plan gives us a certain path to victory, but we incur greater damage to the capital, and Prince Wallen's plan is far too dangerous to gamble. Caught in many eyes, but I believe Fairy's plan is best for us all. I see. I'm curious why you choose Prince Wallen's plan.
Yes, I see.
I see. Even if we can the capital, our fight at Atlas will continue. And by seeing the warships, we might most likely could deal heavy blood military might. Considering that now would be our best interest indeed. There's much more to consider the Prince Wallen's plan than originally thought. Ch13 is the best shot to win the battle. Maybe we wouldn't know what hit we flooded the city. But there's no denying that the other plans have merits too. If we go on the best bet, or could do the other options. So you have to go with Prince Wallen's plan then. What makes you so sure? I suppose you think about our head about the Gustav, eh? It's true those iron ships give a special edge in warfare. So this room now would not only prevent us from escaping the castle, but also put a dead end to military might. You're always one step ahead, my lad. I'm proud of you. You open my eyes to the merits of Prince Wallen's plan, my lord. It gives you a lot to think about. Go.
Yes, sir.
They may already be aware of the tunnels, but no one's anticipating a flood. The capital's war as Bright soldiers. We must prepare ourselves to make sacrifices to reclaim the city. So share Prince Roland's thoughts, even though Asphalt might know the tunnels. The nearest guards to the city and castle. Inside Whiteholm, a small elite force have the advantage over numbers. The foe destroyed the crown city, whereas staying in the castle would spare the people harm. I can think of no unbearable covert opposite you, Anna. That would be do great, and yet you would, if you were ordered, I would do everything in my power to see you inside. But if we fail, that would avail the people nothing. Is our goal outside the Asphalt forces from the capital? If we have means to guarantee victory, I think we every hour's best chance for us to use it. The plan's probably foolproof. I suppose it's still worth considering.
My lord.
Use your passion for the castle as a solid course of action. Oh, so he'll not be easily persuaded to Frederica's plan, but he might list the reason for this one. So you choose Prince Wallen's plan. Might inquire why. The Deutsch forces are troublesome indeed, and that's what's apt with ships and naval warfare. Even if my plan was to succeed, there is a chance that a great number of any sort of swords escape using these vessels. In which case, it would be better for us to see the thing of a surprise. I say your argument, my lord. But to prevent the plan must consider it from all angles. Let's continue our discussion. The more time our plan takes, the more likely Queen Cornelia will be taken captive. If we sneak in the castle, however, we may well help her escape. Rescuing her survives is matter important to both the king and Prince Roland. But if we prioritize her escape, we risk losing the battle. Our idea is the outside forces to take back control of the capital. We must forget that. Thank you, my lord. He's moved. I think that's not as good. That's not as powerful. But I think we more likely got this. I highly doubt we didn't get this.
It is time to cast our... In which strategy do we entrust the future of Glenbrook? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
Now, it's also entirely possible we could lose it too.
I believe I can decide this matter with confidence.
I decided you're playing my best chance of success. So we convinced Benedict.
I will put my faith in you.
Okay, we won. We got four already.
I agree wholeheartedly.
5. I think Anna's the least convinced.
I agree.
Oh, we got everyone so far except for maybe Eridor.
I'm with you.
Okay, full support. Cool.
The way forward is decided. We infiltrate the castle via the hidden passage and take the enemy by surprise.
There we go.
You will steal into the castle and defeat their commanding officers. I see. So Wolford chooses to walk a wicked path. That makes you no different than Esfrost.
A wicked path?
We do not regret the choice we have made.
Then it is time to see it done. It may very well be our best chance at victory. I must return to Hysant and see Minister Camsell. Next we meet, you will have both of our armies at your backs.
Oh, he probably says Wicked Path if you do the dam too.
You have my thanks.
We cannot afford to lose this fight. For Norzelia.
I thought this battle was for...
This is not a simple struggle for power. The goddess, the source, iron. The war of 30 years ago comes back to haunt us because the old cling to relics of the past. Norzelia needs to be born anew. Right now, the people of every nation are searching for a young standard bearer to guide them.
A standard bearer?
Yes, people like you and me. This war is a fine opportunity for us to show our worth to Norzelia.
That laugh is still creepy, but he didn't quite turn out that I expected. He's still pretty honorable even when you fight Bannock's route. So. Okay.
House Wolfort and Hysant join forces and begin planning Glenbrook's recapture. But with the Norzelia River and the Esfrosti armies in their way, retaking the capital will be no easy feat. Roland proposes they infiltrate Whiteholm Castle and take out the enemy commanders. Though a risky gambit, it is well worth it if they can destroy them all in one fell swoop. Serenoa and the others agree to the plan. In support of House Wolfort, Hysant's great army marches forth for the first time since the Saltire War.
Time to say goodbye. Interesting terminology.
Prince Roland, there is something I'd like to ask you before our mission.
Then ask it.
Why do you really want to infiltrate Whiteholm Castle?
To prevent needless harm to the capital, of course. And to exact revenge with my own hands.
Is that it? Roland, you know you can confide in me.
I want to save Cordelia. She's bound to get caught up in the violence if we launch a full-scale attack. But if we can sneak into the castle, we might be able to get her out. I know this is a war to reclaim our kingdom, but I cannot rid myself of such selfish desires. Contemptuous, is it not?
I understand the burden of leadership. Perhaps it would be easier if we could but purge ourselves of our hearts. But as your vassal, nay, as your friend, I would not want the company of one so void of emotion. We will save Queen Cordelia. Together.
My friend, I cannot thank you enough.
Certainly there is a commence Roland's plan to explode the Esfrosti warship. And investing the warship at the docks of Whiteholm Castle. Oh, she's already infiltrating. Interesting.
There's but a single longship docked? It would take one blast crystal to destroy, and their escape route with it.
Heard Hysant sent in a massive army. Are we gonna be alright without the Archduke?
I wouldn't worry.
Not with General Avlora on our side. Her I trust. Thalos and Erica, on the other hand.
Shh. Not so loud. Who knows what they'd do to you if they heard that?
So Gustadov isn't here, but Avlora, Thalos, and Erica are.
I thought they knew Gustaf wasn't here.
Minister Serenoa, Minister Camcell, and myself have brought what troops we could muster.
I am grateful for the reinforcements.
As you should be. Hyzant hasn't mobilized this large of a force in 30 years.
There's no need for delicacy with this many soldiers at your disposal. We could fell the enemy with a frontal assault. Though it seems you have some other ideas in mind.
We do. The city and its people will suffer greatly should we brute force our way in.
Instead, we will infiltrate Whiteholm and take out the Asfrosti commanding officers.
And how do you plan to do that? Via some secret passage none but you are aware of?
Just so. The same way we snuck into the castle when the capital fell.
An effective strategy, I'm sure. Though recent intelligence suggests Gustadolf has returned to his homeland.
In which case we shall target Prime Minister Thalos and Erica. And General Avlora. We'll have Milo destroy their ship with the blast crystal to prevent them from escaping.
What a devious trick. My favorite kind.
The castle will be easy to take with those three disposed of. Very well then. We shall do it your way.
We would like the two of you to distract the Asfrosti forces with your armies.
When their attention shifts to the front, we will slip into the castle.
Very well. May fortune smile upon us all.
So he's not doing a blockade this time. Makes sense.
Hyzant's forces have entered Castle Wolfort. It won't be long until House Wolfort makes their move.
Meaning they're coming here. It's hard to believe they'll soon be in the capital again.
My queen, I must advise against considering them allies. Lord Serenoa is now one of Hyzant's saintly seven. Not to mention they're raising arms against the seat of their former sovereign. They want justice. They want the royal blood that runs through your veins.
So you think they seek to make a puppet of me as well?
I do. But you needn't worry. They will not breach this castle so long as I protect it.
Indeed.
A battle is upon us, but fear not. I shall protect you.
General Avlora speaks true. Yet I still want to believe in House Wolfort. Brother, give me strength.
It's because she thinks Roland's dead. They don't need to use her as a puppet because they have Roland and they intend to follow Roland.
Hyzant and Wolfort begin to put their strategies into action. To draw the eye of the Asfrosti forces, the Hyzantian army encircles the crown city of Glenbrook. Meanwhile, Serenoa and his retinue, Elfric in hand, will steal into Whiteholm Castle.
Probably works the same way. First we fight Eric and Dallas, then we fight Avlora.
Hyzant's forces are on the move! They're coming for the capital! To your stations!
Minister Exham's created quite the distraction for us.
Let's make for the harbor first. Anna says there's only one longship there.
We can use the blast crystal to sink it and cut off their retreat.
We might be fighting Erica and Thalos before we get to the bridge, before we get to the harbor, though. It's the same way what happened here, where in the previous one we destroyed the bridge, but we fought Erica and Thalos before we can destroy the bridge. Oh, but we can fight the harbor instead. That'd be interesting if it's at the harbor. I don't think I've ever seen Whiteholm Castle Harbor. Yep, it is Whiteholm Castle Harbor. Interesting. This is a brand new map.
There are fewer soldiers than I expected.
They want us to load up art and jewels from the merchants? What nonsense is this?
Lady Erica commanded it. I'd wager she plans to cut and run if things get real ugly. It's ridiculous, I know, but imagine what she'd do to us if she found out we disobeyed.
Oh, fine. Get the bloody merchants.
Perfect. I'll disguise myself as a merchant and search the ship. Once I find out where they've stationed soldiers, we can get Milo aboard.
Let me go. They won't look twice at me.
I would rather you not take that risk, my lord.
You and Eridor have too much gravitas, meaning I'm best suited for the task.
And what about me?
The task I need you for won't come until later.
I understand. Good luck then.
Hide yourselves. We'll find each other after.
So we're disguised as a merchant in order to explore.
That man will stop at nothing to win, will he? Consider me charmed.
What is up with her? Oh boy. You there, merchant. How about load the ship? Yes, sir, at once. I bet everybody see what I'm doing, guys. I like this map. This is a cool looking map. It's the same ship too, but this time we're actually be able to. Extra large HP recovery. Don't talk, lad. The wasp bullying is a brisk pace. There's an awful lot of birds around for such a sudden request, and so late at the night. I pray there are no ruffians among you. Okay. Yeah, same ship. And the other one, we were on this side of the ship, though, when we first infiltrated it. I don't see any more. There's one. This way? Nothing else looks like. This is an extremely important mission. Our cargo was paid to Aspros. Though I find it odd that war should be tasked with transmitting all art and jewels. Relentlessly make Lady Erica fierce fan of the arts. Yes, it's all well and good if it's all learning to defend the artworks from harm. Though if you ask me, I'd say she and Lord Dallas would covet anything that others hold dear. Ours is not to free and to be selfish. They wouldn't know it seeing how they behave. Nevertheless, we will succeed so long as we practice our press attack. I know the General Board will see that. Keep loading quickly. Lady Erica's orders. How much can we want you to hold? No matter how much you load, there's always more. I feel merchant. The future's bright with its sail. So it is. Yeah, so it is. Yes. So it's not easy getting so many fine works in such a short notice. Fine works, my good man. Tell me you didn't sell genuine articles. Our buyer's Lady Erica. The world's so much can reach them all. Counterfeits are good enough for her. Would it be not better to sell the archery such your finance make a good impression? Oh, you see, it's down payment for future success. Yes, I can see wisdom in that. I'd be loath, however, it still something that's more of the Arcane's rich history to our nation. Mind you, I speak now merely as a preacher of our culture, rather than businessman. But do what you will. In Congress, there is freedom. Though I care a little for Aspros, I would say I respect their rather open disposition. There's an awful lot of merch around. Oh. Let's just play more protected. You must keep loading the cargo. You just keep loading the cargo. I think that's it. I don't see anything else. These are modes that give you a good look at the map.